literally coming down to a double protect right here. This is literally coming down to double protect. Oh no. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team has a steel roller thick fat Snorlax with safety goggles that got top 50 in the last ranked season of Battle Stadium. It is quite interesting with the Snorlax, no Intimidate, no fire type, a Yveltal Kyogre with Raichu for the Soul Vest. It's a pretty interesting looking team. I'm really excited to try it out. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And if you want to check out the details of the team and the creator, I'll link it down below in the description. But let's get started and play some games. All right, Zacian, Kyogre, Zapdos, Incin, Grimmsnarl, and Rillaboom. Okay, this is gonna be quite interesting because this team is usually very defensive that they play, and I don't really have the best offense for them specifically. I do have Tailwind on my Whimsicott, which could be nice. However, I don't think that's gonna be enough here realistically. My Yveltal could go in. I don't even know if I want to bring Raichu because Raichu sure could help, but the thing is I get threatened by almost everything on their team realistically. I think I want to try to play a slow game if possible. Maybe Snorlax is the way to go here. I think I could see myself trying to go for Yawn stuff. I think I'm going to try out Snorlax plus Rillaboom here, maybe try to set up some Yawn positions, and in the back Kyogre, and I want to say it's Yveltal or Whimsicott here. Maybe Airstream because I don't really plan on maxing too much. Maybe I could max the Kyogre, which I could definitely see here. And I do need an answer for, I guess, Rillaboom, so I do need Yveltal. The thing is, I just don't like Whimsicott here because the Whimsicott, sure, I can get Tailwind up for my Kyogre, but if they just light screen and they have Rillaboom to threaten my Kyogre, it's not really benefiting me too much here, right? So let's figure out how this is going to go. I want to see what the I want to see how this game goes. I think I can try to Yawn spam some things, although I don't know if this is Lightning Kyogre, but they do lead a Grimmsnarl plus a Kyogre lead. Okay, I do lead my Rillaboom and my Snorlax right here. I would really like to go for a there's a one crazy play I could do here, and I'm very much considering it, and I'm very much considering it here. Oh boy, do I want to go for it? Steel Roller turn 1. I think Kyogre is probably switching out to Incin if they have it, because I don't see why you wouldn't go to Incin. It's a pretty safe play, unless you think I'm Belly Drum on the Snorlax, which I guess I'm gonna fake out Steel Roller though. I'm gonna attempt it. Let's see. And they max the Kyogre, it's not too bad because I don't think they pick up a knockout here. They are gonna make a passive switch. Okay, perfect. Into Zacian. Ooh, I would have liked to Yawn off, but that does make sense why they bring in the Zacian, because it does threaten both of these Pokemon as well. That's definitely very fair. We're gonna see, they stay in with Grimmsnarl though. Okay, perfect. I could KO the Grimmsnarl and not have screens for the rest of the game, and that is actually pretty beautiful if that's gonna be the case. Steel Roller coming out into the Grimmsnarl. That does a lot less damage than I thought. Okay, that is not as much damage as I was hoping for, but that's still actually pretty good, the damage right there. I can go for a Yawn in the Zacian, and I can go for a Grassy Glide into the Grimmsnarl, I guess, because I want to pressure the Zacian out. They usually run 3 attacks anyway, so I'm not too worried. Snorlax should be able to eat 1 attack. Rillaboom should be able to eat 1 attack. I should be able to KO the Grimmsnarl here with Grassy Glide. They go for a light screen, which makes sense. They're setting up for Kyogre and Yveltal. We're gonna see a it had to change the substitute. They didn't run Play Rough. Oh, that's bad because I don't actually have a way to break the sub easily. Okay, I KO the Grimmsnarl. Oh, that's so much more difficult now. That's so much more difficult. The fact that they actually have a substitute on this team. If it was just Play Rough, it would have been a lot easier. Kyogre comes back in. Okay. I Yawn the Kyogre, I think, and I sack my Yveltal here. I have to sack my Yveltal, unfortunately. It's not great, but I think I have to, because I need Rillaboom to deal with Kyogre. And Behemoth Blade's just doing way too much damage. I can't even break the sub on Zacian, so this is really difficult right now. I might have to I do have to Dynamax the Kyogre, I think. They're actually going to Dynamax themselves, which is interesting. Okay. I wonder what they're going for here, because I actually am very surprised. There's no grassy terrain on the field, so I'm really shocked that they didn't just go for a water spout unless they're like a slow ogre for some reason. Okay. Dynamax on the ogre. I do need to Dynamax my ogre. That's a fact. We're gonna see a Behemoth Blade. Yeah, Behemoth Blade probably into my Yveltal right here, I'd say. Okay. Beam playing the Yveltal. Doesn't KO, which is nice for this. For the Kyogre, potentially they go for a Max Strike. Okay, so Max Strike off Hyper Beam. I don't know if they have Ice Beam or they have Thunder then, but there is the... Okay, Max Strike doesn't really change anything. I lose the Yveltal, but I am completely fine with losing Yveltal there. Yawn gonna come out into the Kyogre. Ooh, there is something I could do here. There is something I could do. Okay, I want to go out into Kyogre. I think I want to go into Kyogre. I could go Rillaboom, but it doesn't make sense. You know, I always go Kyogre here. Okay. I go Kyogre here. I go for a Max Geyser Steel Roller to Zacian, I think. Oh, man. There are a few plays. It just depends. Do I think this Kyogre has Max Lightning? Because if it has Max Lightning, it might go for it here. And if that's the case, I go for the Steel Roller to get rid of it here. I think it's the call. I could also Max Guard the Kyogre, which is also pretty fair. I actually like that a lot, too. Actually, I like this a lot because if they go for a Max Lightning into Snorlax to guarantee that they don't fall asleep here, I get the Steel Roller break the sub on Zacian, which is pretty nice. But if they double my Kyogre with Behemoth Blade plus Max Lightning, I'm very concerned about how much damage it does. So I might as well just go for this Kyogre Dynamax right here. If they go for the Lightning into Snorlax, I do get rid of the terrain and maybe break their sub, which is incredible for me. Let's see if that's going to be the case here. Protect the Kyogre. We're going to see a Behemoth Blade into the Kyogre slot. I don't know if this is Max Lightning double up or if this is just something else. Okay, they did go for the Max Lightning. They targeted Snorlax. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful Snorlax. Oh, that's actually really fun. That's fun. Please break the sub on Zacian. I don't think you're breaking the sub on Zacian, but if you do, that's amazing for me. We are able to get the Steel Roller off into the Zacian, which is going to be able to get rid of the electric terrain. So that Kyogre, you're still falling asleep at the end of the day. That is incredible right there. And yeah, their sub was broken. Oh, that's incredible for me. This is amazing position now. And I mean amazing position. Okay. I'm going to go for the Yawn into the Zacian slot. And I'm going to go for a Max Geyser into the Zacian as well. They substall. Is it better to Yawn the Kyogre slot? Or is it better to target down the Zacian? Because I don't know if they substall. I think it's still better to Yawn the Kyogre. And I think it's better to Max Geyser. In case they switch out Kyogre and a Rillaboom, for instance. The Zacian should always just try to sub here, I think. Well, actually, no. It could protect. Maybe I should have Yawned the Zacian, actually. Because it would force this game over and over again, which would be really nice. The big Steel Roller, but this game's not over by far, and I mean by far. Let's see. Gonna be... Oh, they went for Sacred. That's amazing for me. That's amazing. Snorlax is able to survive. Beautiful. We do get a Max Geyser off into their Zacian, which is going to be able to pick up the knockout. Easy. Okay. Even through a light screen, we're in still a really good spot, and the Kyogre is fast asleep. Excellent, excellent. All right, their Dynamax is basically almost over. A rain stops, which is actually really, I mean, it doesn't really change much here, I guess. Should be Rillaboom in the back, right? Yeah, Rillaboom in the back. Okay. Steel Roller is pretty useless here, although I do get some decent damage off into Rillaboom. I would like a Yawn situation into Rillaboom. I am going to go for the Hailstorm into Rillaboom for sure. I need the damage into Rillaboom specifically. Yeah, so I go for that. And Snorlax, what are you doing here? I think you go for a Yawn into the Rillaboom and the Hailstorm into the Rillaboom as well. Yeah. Let's see. If the Rillaboom is protected, it's protected. If it goes for Grassy Glide, that's fine. Okay. That does a lot of damage, so it should be Miracle Seed confirmed. All right, so I do get a Hailstorm off into your Rillaboom. This is huge amounts of damage to their team. Oh, Steel Roller would have just KO'd. That is something I could have went for. Does their Kyogre wake up? That's a big question. That is a big question here. Nice, nice. Okay, so I do get a Yawn off with the Snorlax here into the Rillaboom. And that should secure because I can just protect my Kyogre and safely sack my Snorlax, I think, in the end game. And that should 100% seal this right here. Okay, beautiful. Nice. Oh, Yawn, Steel Roller, Snorlax. I was like, wait, I'm screwed. That Zacian had sub, but oh man, the big play. The fact I went for Max Guard Steel Roller into the Zacian was crazy because I was able to actually break that sub. I was able to get rid of the terrain, and I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. But yeah, I had a suspicion I think on these teams they do run lightning on the Kyogre with Hyper Beam usually, because Hyper Beam can cover like, you know, just max strike drops as well as can hit the Gastron, so you don't need Ice Beam nearly as much as Thunder, which can help out against opposing Kyogre teams. It really paid off well here. We go for a Protect here, very safe, and we go for a... Yep, battle's gonna be forfeit. Snorlax, Steel Roller Snorlax, absolutely insane in that match. Holy cow. That was crazy. I was like kind of downing myself for going for the Steel Roller too, because it was like, oh, what if this doesn't work? But it's like, okay, max lightning into Snorlax doesn't usually protect. You pretty much know that I'm not maxing that situation. I don't have a ground type I can really switch into, so it's like, okay, max lightning makes sense in the Snorlax if they don't want to commit there. Like if they expect me to just protect Kyogre or max guard the Kyogre, I do get the Steel Roller off, and I just make sure that the Kyogre stays asleep if they do stay in right there, and it's exactly what I needed, and it was beautiful. Blastoise, Calyx, Shadow Rider, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Zacian, and Thundurus. Defiant or Prankster Thundurus? Man, this is always what I have to ask myself when I see this team right here. It's not a bad matchup though. We do have quite a few tools to handle it. We do have our... I don't know if Raichu's the right one here, but I definitely like the Whimsicott and Yveltal here. It's so good against my opponent's team. And I mean, it's so good right here. I do really like that. So I am going to go with Whimsicott and I think Yveltal here. Or I could lead Whimsicott plus Kyogre. But the thing is, if they do lead Zacian, I want to threaten it with the Max Flare, which I think is really nice here. Whimsicott plus Yveltal here. And then in the back, I'm thinking Kyogre and Raichu here. Because Grassy Glide could clean up in the end game, which is nice. However, I just don't really see it as much. Snorlax, this kind of team is a bit too offensive, I think, for me, because the residual damage from the Blastoise is just going to add up. If it is to find Thundurus, it could snowball really quickly with the Zacian, and I really don't like that if that is going to happen right there. But of course, I guess then I only have to deal with one of them, whether it's the Dynamax Thundurus or it's going to be the Gigantamax Blastoise, but we'll find out here. It's going to be the Thundurus Calyx lead. Okay. So this is a pretty good lead for me overall. I am able to lead my Yveltal plus my Whimsicott right here, which is still a really strong lead option here. And does the Calyx attack here or not? I guess that's a question. I think I just Airstream the Calyx slot and I go for Tailwind here. I'm pretty sure that's always my safest play. Then afterward, it's questionable. I think I think I do Tailwind here. Yeah, I Tailwind and I do go for the Airstream into the Calyx slot. Yeah, because I want to break that Sash. Because here's the thing. If they KO Whimsicott turn 1, this is where this team can really shine, because then I could go for a Max Darkness Water Spout, double up in the Thundurus if it's the Assault Vest set, and completely nuke the Thundurus potentially. That would be huge. And they do Dynamax the Thundurus, which means this is going to be that Defiant version confirmed here. Okay. Let's see if I can get the strong point of this team up, which is the Max Darkness combination with the Kyogre. We will Dynamax the Yveltal here, and let's see. I'm hoping for some pretty please double up here. Just attack with your Calyx, because like if you protect anyway, it doesn't mean much, right? Because if you're Focus Sash, I think you just want to get the attacks off, maybe, as long as it's not Trick Room. If you're Trick Room, don't be Trick Room. Gonna be, yeah, they attack here. Okay, if it's a double up in the Whimsicott, this is the most ideal situation I could have asked for realistically. We're gonna see a Airstream come out into the Calyx slot, which isn't able to pick up a knockout, but it actually really came close. That's actually a lot of damage. I'm surprised about. Okay, I thought it'd do like 80%, but that's a lot. All right, gonna see a Snarl. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Please KO my Whimsicott here. Please KO my Whimsicott. Give me the free switch. Give me the free switch. I absolutely want the free switch here. Let's see. It's gonna be the Airstream into the Whimsicott. Nice. Okay, this is where this team can really shine. What item are you on your Thundurus? If you're Assault Vest, this is really good for me. If you're Life Orb, Max Guard is an option, and I don't like that, but okay, that's really good. Kyogre comes in, and now we get to showcase this really strong suit that we have here. Kyogre in, next to Life Orb Yveltal. They have +1 speed, but we have Tailwind up. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. I think we're fine, right? Single target Water Spout, Max Dark. Are we faster than Calyx? Calyx is 224. Oh, wait, hold on. 166. That's what, 320. No, that's 332. Oh, Calyx is faster, isn't it? Oh wait, no, I have an airstream boost. I have an airstream boost. Never mind, never mind. I have an airstream boost. I do have to go for a max darkness though into the Calyx slot and a water spout. Okay, yeah, I got an airstream boost to outspeed the Calyx with tailwind. They protect Calyx. Okay, so I could have doubled up into the Thunderous, but I was like, if they went for the Snarl here, because like the protect doesn't really change anything, right? Because I am able to KO the Calyx here, which is pretty big. They had the +1 speed, right? So they actually outsped my Kyogre. So I do get a max darkness into the Thunderous. It is going to activate Defiant, but you're now -1 special defense. You're taking a single target Mystic Water Spout right here. If I don't care if you're a Soul Vest, this is a Kyogre single target Water Spout in the rain. You're -1 special defense. Gone. Yeah, I was wondering like, oh, did I mess up? But then I realized, oh right, I did get the airstream for a reason there. Okay, I can't believe I forgot part of my plan. But yeah, I was like, wait, was that a flaw in my logic? But no, it worked out. Exhaustion comes in next to Rillaboom, I want to say. Maybe Rillaboom. Yeah, okay. This game's not over yet, but can still be an issue. What was the last Pokemon I brought? It wasn't Snorlax. It wasn't Rillaboom. Was it Raichu? It was Raichu, wasn't it? I guess Raichu's kind of confusing here, but it still works out just fine. I mean, I just protect here the Kyogre and I go for an Airstream into their Rillaboom slot. I sack Yveltal because they're probably going for a Behemoth Blade and a Grassy Glide here, or a Fake Out into Behemoth Blade. Both of them work here. If they double protect, it's fine, because then I got an Airstream off into the Rillaboom and then a Blooming the following turn. If they protect Rillaboom, that's okay as well, because I still have Raichu that can still threaten with a Fake Out, and I still get a decent amount of damage off into the Rillaboom. I also get the Airstream boost on the Kyogre, which is nice, and yeah, that damage on the Rillaboom is absolutely fantastic. Okay, and that's is pretty big. It could come down to a mind game potentially if I don't pick up the knock on Rillaboom the upcoming turn. I will see. There should be Behemoth Blade or Play Rough. Either one works too. Oh, I live? I did not expect to live that one, actually. Okay, that's I did not expect to live that. Wait, that's +1. That's actually kind of insane. I had a lot of chip, which is the reason I'm surprised. Okay. Oh, that makes this actually more awkward. Oh no. I gotta go Raichu. I gotta go Raichu, and I gotta Oblivion Wing the Rillaboom. Oh, this endgame actually got weird now. Oh no. What I was trying to do was I was like, okay, the thing is, I was really hoping for Yveltal to actually go down there, because I was hoping to get the free switch into Raichu. I have the speed boost on Kyogre. Now I have to sacrifice my speed boost on Kyogre, and that actually makes this endgame kind of read based, because now we go Raichu here. It is probably on Grassy Glide. They protect. Is this Grassy Glide into Yveltal? Oh no, this got bad. This got really bad. Good play on their part too. Okay, I think we kind of swung back and forth, and yeah, we are probably losing this game here. Do we have anything? Oh no, yeah, I think we're out of this. I'm gonna Fake Out the Rillaboom, and I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. If Origin Post knocks out the Zacian, maybe there's a shot, because I imagine this is Grassy Glide into the Kyogre slot. Oh boy, I could go for the Play Rough Mist too. You know, I'm gonna Water Spout. I gotta hope. I gotta hope. I'm gonna Fake Out the Rillaboom, hope that they target the Raichu instead to avoid a Nuzzle situation. Play Rough into Ogre. Oh, it just KO'd anyway. Oh, not even. Well, I mean, it only mattered if I went for Origin Pulse and I survived the Play Rough. Oh, dang, the swings, man. The swings got me. I had an amazing like 2 turns, and then I guess dealing with this end game was just tough. Like really tough. The thing is, Snorlax didn't help me, and I don't think Rillaboom helped me against his end game. So I don't know what I really like. The only difference is I had to read their specific Grassy Glide, which was a really good play on their part. Grassy Glide Protect. But I was like, okay, I don't know what they really do here because I don't know what they can afford. But that play makes a lot of sense now thinking about it. And I think I could have called that, right? Because they went for the... they went for a Grassy Glide in the Yveltal. Dodges the attack to Zacian. Oh man, I think then I would have to read that, and I would have to like, okay, I would have had to call that. I would have had to water spout in that case, and if I water spout, I probably win the game because I go Raichu and then I click fake out into spout. Actually, I don't know because Tailwind petered out afterward, right? But it's still been a strange game regardless. I didn't think the Calyx would protect though. I don't think I should have protected. If there was a protect play, then I should have went for a Max Darkness into the Thunderous and a Water Spout, because that would probably still put the knockout with spread because I got Max Darkness chip. And then I could focus down to Rillaboom or Calyx or Zacian separately, because if they go Zacian next to Calyx, I just have to Airstream Water Spout. If they go Rillaboom, all I have to do is like Airstream the Rillaboom and not care about the Calyx because it can't do anything to the rest of my team, and save Kyogre for the Zacian. But yeah, I guess there are a few things that I could handle, but yeah, that end game was actually like a lot tougher than I was hoping for, especially with their really good protect play and the Grassy Glide, which maybe I could have considered, and maybe I should have like protected Kyogre that turn. So I think I had to hard commit there. I think I just had to hard commit reading where the Grassy Glide went, which I guess was the case. Calyx, Shadow Rider, Kyogre, Incineroar, Regieleki, Dugtrio, and Whimsicott. Okay. It kind of had me in the first half, and then the second half is like, what? Okay, how am I playing this? I like Rillaboom a lot. I like Raichu a lot. I like Kyogre, and I like my Yveltal. The question is what I'm bringing here the best option that I do have? I imagine that this is going to be Physical Eleki on this team. I think, yeah, it should be Physical Eleki with this team, because I think it's going to be the Airstream Max Darkness combination here with Wall Charge. Okay. That's something I had to consider. I don't need Kyogre to win this game, although still very useful. You might be thinking why I'm not bringing Whimsicott to check the Tailwind. It's just going to be max Airstream bait. I do have Cotton Spore, which could help me in some situations, I suppose. Maybe it's better than Rillaboom in a few cases, and I could definitely see it being brought here over Rillaboom. I like having the Grassy Glide to actually do damage to the Kyogre though, which is something I do really enjoy here. Maybe I just don't bring Kyogre. I can see myself not bringing Kyogre here. But oh, that means Incineroar is just so difficult for me to handle. I think even though I really like the Cotton Spore and the Whimsicott, I don't think it's the right call here. If I am going with the Eleki with the Yveltal, which I think is a very, very safe lead against their team, I don't think they really can do much here. And then into my Yveltal, like, I think there are a few things that could scream over in this game that I'm thinking about it now. What are they leading here specifically? It's going to be a good one. It's going to be the Kyogre and the Whimsicott. Yeah, okay, Whimsicott, Kyogre is not a surprise lead here. I do lead my Raichu plus my Yveltal. I got to watch out because in order to win this game, I 100% need to make sure that I can deal with their... I wonder who their max option is. The Kyogre is not Scarf on this team, which is good to know. I do have Fake Out as an option. Hold on, I do want to check my moves on the Raichu here. I do have Fake Out, I have Electro, I have Nuzzle. I would really like to save the Raichu if possible, because I feel like having Raichu around is way, way more helpful here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for... I could Protect. I don't mind protecting this first turn. You know what? I'm going to Protect here. I'm going to go out into Rillaboom. The reason I'm going to make this play is because I think that Raichu is so necessary to beat the Dynamax Eleki in the back. So I think I want to threaten it with Grassy Glide for sure. They're going to retreat to Whimsicott, which is an interesting play, into Incineroar. Okay. They don't know if I'm physical or special. That's fair. Okay. This actually works out beautifully for me because they don't get Tailwind up. I don't know if this means they're protecting the Kyogre or not, because if they protect Kyogre, that's actually pretty huge for me. As... yeah, that means I don't take any damage on my Rillaboom switching right here, but all right, let's figure it out here. Bring out the Rillaboom here that can actually threaten them. Did they not bring Calyx Shadow Rider? I imagine they have to bring Eleki in the back. I don't see them not bringing Eleki in this matchup. So I think they left Shadow Rider behind, and that makes this game a whole lot easier. Oh, they just went for Spout. Okay. So my Rillaboom unfortunately did not switch into that really well. I could have even went for a Fake Out into the Kyogre and an Airstream, which would have been really nice. However, still not too bad, I suppose, at the end of the day. That specs that did do a lot of damage. However, I'm used to Solvest Rillaboom calc, so I do not know 100%. I think I go out in a Kyogre here, and I think I go for Fake Out into their Kyogre slot. I don't know if they're gonna just protect Kyogre and go for a Flare Blitz into the Rillaboom, or whether they're just gonna. I don't think you Fake Out Rillaboom. It's a play, but we'll see. They do protect Kyogre. I imagine this is Flare Blitz then. It doesn't make sense to Fake Out here. It could be Parting Shot, which I wouldn't mind too much, but let's find out. It's going to be a Parting Shot, okay, into Rillaboom. Oh, into Kyogre. Okay, that still works because Grassy Glide is still threatening the Kyogre at the end of the day. I'll definitely take that. All right. So this hasn't been exactly the most smooth game so far for me. However, it's still a game that's been manageable, and that's a pretty important factor. Is it going to be the Eleki coming out, or is it going to be the Whimsicott? If it's the Whimsicott, I have a few maneuvers I can go for. A Grassy Glide into the Kyogre on their side, and an Origin Pulse could be really good because it catches the Instant, and it pretty much covers any switch realistically here. The Whimsicott, even though it has grassy terrain, shouldn't be able to knock on my Kyogre. They do bring out the Whimsicott here, okay. They also protected the Kyogre the previous turn, so this works out beautifully for me. Yeah, let's see. I do want to go for the Origin Pulse and a Grassy Glide here. I do think it is the best play here. Yeah, let's see. I am looking towards my Yveltal as a win con, so I do not mind taking either the Kyogre or the Incineroar out, which are the two biggest threats to my team. Another play they could make is an instant play for the Whimsicott slot, and if that's the case, that's absolutely beautiful for me because I get a Grassy Glide off, even though it's -1, still does a lot of damage to Kyogre, and an Origin Pulse off into the Incineroar, pick up the knockout. That would be an absolutely beautiful thing. But they do switch out the Kyogre here, most likely into that Incineroar. So Incineroar is going to go down to the Origin Pulse right here. They do have a Intimidate off into my Rillaboom. I don't think Moonblast KOs me at the range if it's Moonblast Whimsicott for some reason on this team, which I guess it could be, but they go for a Tailwind here. All right. This could be Eleki in the back, which I am still concerned about. We do get a Grassy Glide off into the Instant, so if it's Focus Sash for some reason, we do prevent that. We do go for the Origin Pulse right here into their team, which is pretty good damage, even at -1. As you can see, still knocks out the Incineroar. A good amount to that Whimsicott. And yes, now we're in a very favorable position. The eject button. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting for both of us here. Are they going to bring back Whims is the question. I imagine Eleki is going to be brought out here. Calyrex. Wait, they didn't bring Eleki. Oh, that's a big one right there. Okay. I thought they would have brought Eleki. That is not what I expected. That works out beautifully for me, actually. Yeah, that works out beautifully for me. Let's find out what to bring out next. Kyogre? It should be Kyogre coming in. All right, this changed my game plan. No Eleki. I guess they thought the Raichu was going to be too hard to handle. And yeah, but this makes my job a lot easier. I'm going to go for a Origin Pulse right here to get some chip. And how many turns of Grassy left? 2? Okay, 2. Perfect. I still have turns to work with. I could Grassy Glide the Kyogre, but there's really no point. I'm just going to go for an Origin Pulse here and Protect. I want to scout for a Protect from the Kyogre or a Dynamax, which is going to come out here. Okay, that also makes sense. Okay. I don't mind this because my Rillaboom should be able to eat this attack. If it's Max Lightning though, my Kyogre, I guess it's a little bit awkward, but we'll find out. The Kyogre does Dynamax here. We will see a... Ooh, I mean, there are a few things that I am concerned about. However, should be okay for the most part. Energy Ball. Okay. Specs? I think it should be Specs then. They lost the Energy Ball. That actually makes it completely fine for me, realistically. Like, I really don't mind that. But if it's... Yeah. Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay, that changes it. Max Geyser into my Rillaboom. Okay, that's not going to KO. Beautiful. Okay. I'll take it for sure. I'll take it for sure. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay, I have a Rillaboom that can still pressure the Kyogre after Dynamax is over, which is pretty important. I get a free switch into my Yveltal, and now that we know it's Life Orb on the Calyrex, Specs would have been easier to handle. However, I still don't manage dealing with the Life Orb set. It's definitely very fine here, because I don't think Astral Barrage into an attack from Kyogre can still pick up the knockout into my Yveltal right here. I go for a Max Darkness into the you, and I go out in a Raichu that does have the Assault Vest, where I don't think it really matters if you're targeting down the Rillaboom this turn, other than Astral Barrage. I don't know if I'll live a +1 Astral Barrage though from Life Orb Calyrex. We'll see. I do want Rillaboom around for the Grassy Glide. This endgame could be a little bit tricky though. This endgame could definitely be a little bit tricky. It's going to be a Dynamax Yveltal here. Maybe an Airstream was better. If Airstream does KO the Calyrex, it would have been, but I don't think it does. Even with Life Orb Yveltal, I'm pretty sure that Calyrex would be insane. I'm going to go for a Max Darkness to just KO through Protect if it does decide to go for it. But yeah, it's Astral Barrage. +1 doesn't KO the Raichu, which is actually pretty big for me. Okay. But this Kyogre, Max Geyser, this is going to hurt quite a bit. How much damage are you doing to my Yveltal? Because that's a big question. You don't KO, and I'm not in range of Life Orb. That's fantastic. I am able to get a Max Darkness off into you. Okay, nice. That is huge. All right. That is pretty big. All right. Goodbye, Calyrex. I don't have to deal with the Calyrex anymore. The Kyogre does have the special defense drop. It's not really going to matter. The rain is over. I don't think it changes anything though. Okay. So I fake out the Whimsicott this upcoming turn. We know it was a Jax button, so it has to switcheroo most likely. Probably doesn't have a... There are still some things that do concern me here. There is... Okay. The Whimsicott comes in. Am I winning this game is the question, because it's the last turn of Tailwind. I think they Moonblast my Raichu, and I think they just Geyser my slot here, the Yveltal. I think I lose Yveltal here on purpose 100%, and then afterward it gets a little bit complicated. I think I go for the Flare here, and I think I go for a fake out into the Whims. Yeah, I fake out the Whims here. I'm pretty sure this is right, because if I KO the Whims, dealing with the Kyogre with Miracle Seed, Rillaboom should be good enough. We fake out to the Whimsicott, we do get a Max Geyser into... This should be Yveltal. If it's in the Raichu, they just lose the game. Yeah, it's in the Yveltal. Okay. This upcoming endgame. This upcoming endgame is... Oh, boy. The thing is, they can't Tailwind here, which is a really important factor. Grassy Glide probably KOs the Whimsicott with the Miracle Seed at this range, I want to say. We go out into Rillaboom. Dynamax is over for the Kyogre. Oh, man. This is a close endgame. This is a close endgame. All right. Did I have the right tools to deal with this? Let's find out, because maybe I shouldn't have let Kyogre go down. I didn't think it was Life Orb Energy Ball. I'm used to specs on like Calyrex Ogre stuff, so that could be the downfall right here. I don't know if Moonblast also KOs me here, because if Moonblast KOs, that's a very big concern as well. I think we always Grassy Glide here, Kyogre, or we target the... Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, we have another play, actually. We fake out the Whimsicott. We go for a Volt Tackle, because we actually have Volt Tackle on our Raichu. Would this pick up the knockout, though? I have no idea. What is this Raichu Eve spread? Max HP, max speed. I don't think that would be comfortably KO here, though. I think we Grassy Glide the Kyogre, and I think we go for a Nuzzle right here. We can hope for a Moonblast roll if it is Moonblast on the Whimsicott. Okay, and they might bank on if the Rillaboom doesn't KO Kyogre. If it's like a Assault Vest, it could be a roll depending on the investment. But with the Grassy Seed, or yeah, with the not the Grassy Seed, what's it called? The Miracle Seed, we always survive. Oh, they went for a Moonblast into my Raichu instead, not the Rillaboom. Okay, perfect. I think that secures it for me, because I'm pretty sure 2 glides will pick up the KO on the Whimsicott, even with the Grassy Terrain healing. Oh boy, this could be a little bit tricky, I guess. We have 4 tons of Grassy. I might as well just Protect. Oh, I think I live Moonblast. I'm pretty sure I live Moonblast, but you know what? I'm gonna make 1 Protect play just to make sure I do, and then I think 2 Grassy Glides will still KO the Rillaboom or the Whimsicott. Oh, they have Protect. Okay, I don't have to do anything. But if they have all, okay, so they have. Wait, aren't they eject button? So it's what? Protect, Moonblast, Tailwind, Switcheroo. Did we see Helping Hand before? I don't think we saw it. Okay, works out for me. Grassy Glide here. If you have Encore, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream if you have Encore. The Grassy Glide gonna come out. It's Miracle Seed, so it should be a 2 KO at the range. Yeah, it's 2 KO. Nice. Moonblast gonna come out into the Rillaboom slot. Yeah, we survived. We actually were pretty comfortable with the last one. Okay, Game comes down to, do you get a double protect here? Because my opponent needs a double protect in order to survive the next grassy glide, because that means they stall out the grassy terrain successfully, and that means my grassy glide is no longer priority. So they have to go for 2 protects right here. And the problem is, if they do get 2 protects, I do lose the game. And even if I somehow live Moonblast, I don't KO back because my grassy glide is no longer boosted in the terrain. So, oh boy, this is literally coming down to a double protect right here. This is literally coming down to double protect. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Grassy glide here. Do you get it? Do you get it? Oh wait, is that oh, is that 5-head? Because you say you took the miracle seed from me so I don't KO you. That was, they actually had switcheroo. It was a jack button, so switcheroo was an option, but like on these kind of teams, like helping hand is so common. But protect, tail, and switcheroo, moonblast, they went for the switcheroo. They got the exact healing they need. Is moonblast a roll? Is moonblast a roll? That is such a 5-head play if they... That was okay. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. They made an amazing endgame play. They made an amazing endgame play. Yeah, protect to get the leftovers recovery. I couldn't even do anything in that endgame. What else could I have done? I would have. I mean, I don't think it's bulky Kyogre, but do I? I don't even know if Raichu KOs the Kyogre. That's the thing. I don't think full tackle KOs at that range. So does that mean I probably just had to switch out to Kyogre before, right? Because if I didn't let my Kyogre go down to the energy ball, give them the boost, it could have been a completely different game, I suppose. I mean, maybe not really. I mean, Yveltal didn't have enough health left. I did need to KO. I definitely needed to KO the Calyx that turn. If I max guarded, did it change anything? Not really, right? Because the thing is, Tailwind expires if I max guard the Yveltal on the turn I get knocked out. Then the Rillaboom comes in, and then I guess it's a mind game of what I do with the Rillaboom. I don't know. I feel like the game plan's still kind of scuffed at that point. At least I could still threaten the Grassy Glide KO on the Kyogre, and if I get it, that's still really nice. But then they Moonblast my Yveltal. I think we're in the exact same similar position as we were in the previous turn, I think. So I don't really know about that, but wow, really well played endgame from my opponent right there. Oh man, that switcheroo was brilliant. It really was. And that is the show. What's some crazy games today? The Snorlax really came in handy. That one game that we did bring it. It is probably meant more for the Trick Room, but that Steel Roller combination with the Yawn, of course, a way to prevent Yawn is by going for the terrain change with max moves if they do commit to Dynamax, and it ended up really working out well right there. Oh man, I was super shocked that it actually played as it did. And then that crazy Whimsicott big brain 5-head option right there, that was insane. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And you want to check out the details of the creator as well as the placement available in the description down below. You can grab the rental code. It's actually still available, so why not try it out? But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.